What's up, everybody? I am Destroyer, your coach of the Emerald City Extreme Speed, and today we are in Week 7 of UCDL, where we're facing off against Frito and the Welchians. Let's have a quick look at the matchup and who I'm bringing into the fight. First up, we are bringing our Dragapult. Another Dragon Dance set this week. This time we are purely physical. His main switch-ins for Pult are Primarina and Bronzong. Primarina is specially defensive and Bronzong is weak to Ghost, so it felt like we just needed Dragon Darts and Phantom Force here. Substitute is to help give us an opportunity to set up in front of a passive foe, or potentially to give us an advantage if we're forcing a switch into Primarina or into Bronzong. We have Yachi Berry here, which will allow us to better survive an Ice Shard from Mamoswine, which is a big threat to stopping us in the late game. We're again bringing a Power Herb Agility Iron Moth. We brought this set a few weeks ago and didn't get to use it. It just sat on the bench, never hit the field. These three moves have nice coverage into the team. Agility will allow us to be faster than a Choice Scarf Spectrier, which I kind of am expecting that as a possibility so that it can be faster than and beat our Dragapult. Since our opponent has that terrifying Spectrier, Mandibuzz felt like a mandatory bring this week. We have our pivot and recovery moves as usual. Foul Play is our main attack, and Toxic probably being the better offensive option into a number of things on this team. Ultimately, we just want this thing to be able to take on the Spectrier and just be a good defensive pivot for us overall. We have a Citrus Berry Rotom Wash and a physically defensive build this week. This mon is looking nice into both Urshifu Rapid and Mamoswine. Citrus Berry will allow it to take 2 Choice Band close combats from Urshifu. It's a basic moveset for Rotom with pivoting and doing damage. Pain Split is there for longevity. This mon looks great into a number of things on this team, but it cannot take them all on. Pain Split will allow us to take on as many different threats as we can. Ursaluna is back in the mix again with that scary Spectrier. Luna seemed like it needed to come this week for sure. We are immune to Ghost as a normal type, obviously. We will be able to kill a Spectrier pretty easily with Throat Chop or with Headlong Rush. I expect Bronzong is kind of the main switch into Ursaluna. It should be able to be 2KO'd by the Throat Chop. Also, Throat Chop will stop a Psychic Noise from being able to be spammed into us. Trailblaze allows us to be faster than in Urshifu, unless it's Scarf, as well as Primarina and Mamoswine. Lastly, we're bringing Forretress. Rocks can go a long way in this matchup, as well as the ability to Rapid Spin. Ultimately, we want this thing to switch into Urshifu and Mamoswine and be able to chunk them or pivot with Volt Switch. So that's who we're bringing, and let's get into this fight. Okay guys, we're getting into the fight here. Oh my goodness, he did not bring his Spectrier, which I guess is fair versus Mandibuzz and Ursaluna. Let's see here. So I could see him leading either with the Bronzong, H-Quill. He could also do his Mamoswine. There's not a ton that's really stopping Mamoswine. We could do... We don't have a great switch in for Primarina. I kind of think we can do a Help I'm Stuck lead here. Yeah, so I'm seeing that Primarina is a little bit rough for us to switch into. So that is our best thing to for Primarina right off the bat. Okay, he brings out the Prim. Could just go for a Discharge here. I mean, he could go into Mamoswine, but then we can just Hydro Pump Mamoswine. So let's just go for the Discharge here, I think. Stays in. Do about 30. Okay, so that feels like it's a full-on Assault Vest set here. Could survive one more. I really want to save some health on this for the whatchamacallit. We could just switch out here and go into Moth would be kind of bold. I guess we don't need this either because we have Forretress that can hit the Mamoswine. So we could survive one more. Let's go Discharge here. As much as the Moonblast did, I think he's max special attack and probably like a max HP. Okay, he goes into Quillfish here. So we've got some Spidef, I think, at least. Pretty good amount of Spidef. We can go for a Volt Switch. I don't see why not. Might go into Ursaluna here. We could hit it with like a Liquidation, but I think we live that fairly comfortably. So let's just go into Ursaluna here. Okay, he gets some spikes out. Could just go into the Bronzong here. I kind of think he goes Bronzong. So why don't we try and make a predict and just go for Throat Chop? Let me see what we do to Bronzong here. So a Throat Chop plus a Facade potentially KOs a Bronzong. It is a little bit of a roll. I think it's safest for me just to go Facade here in case he wants to stay in. Draws. Do we see Bronzong? A Rocky Helmet Bronzong maybe? Okay, it is a Rocky Helmet. I think a Throat Chop can get him here. Let's go for a Throat Chop. Oh, he barely lives. Crap. Okay, gets up some Stealth Rocks. I think we just go Trailblaze here. Kind of force him to bring in one of his Speedy Mons next. So if I got him that double Throat Chop there, would have been really nice, but that's okay. So we are EV'd up +1 to be faster than Urshifu. His Cyclozar should be able to come in and pick us off pretty easy though. Is that what this is? It is, yes. Okay. So do we just go ahead and let him kill us? You know, we could just go into Mandibuzz, I guess. That way we can bring this in on a Quillfish or Primarina potentially and take a shot later. This Quillfish is pretty healthy still. It would be nice to have this for Quillfish. Let's go into Mandibuzz here. Especially defensive Mandibuzz. That is, I believe, Specs to do that much damage. So, yeah, he has to be Specs, and I think. So, oh, was he Life Orb there? I wasn't even looking. He's Life Orb. That's why he did so much. Life Orb and probably Modest. So we can heal this off, but then he's likely going to switch out on us here. So we could just do a U-turn. What do we need the health on this for? I think we just U-turn here. Just you go into Prim. We could Toxic something. He could just go right into his Quillfish though, so let's go for the U-turn. It's Double Edge. Okay, nice. He's a mixed set there. So Dragapult's going to be faster. So I think he just goes into Primarina, right? If we go bring this out, most likely. Let's bring it out anyways, because he has just enough coverage that he could do a lot of damage to whatever, basically. He's got rocks and spikes, so I gotta be careful there. We could do a Dragon Dance or a Substitute here. Maybe I go Substitute. Am I bringing this thing in too early? Probably. Let's do the Substitute. Maybe we can catch him switching out. Oh, he can do the Hyper Voice on us or something. Okay, I think we go ahead and do a Dragon Dance here. Okay, and then we go Phantom Force. And he can kind of just like go back into Cyclizar, but then so he can kind of just go right between those two and like wear down our PP or Force of Prediction. Okay, Sylveon goes down. Do we see Mamo here? Mamo should be able to kill us, to be honest. Dragon Darts doesn't kill it. He could Ice Shard us. We do have our Yachi, which will allow us to survive 1. At least get some good damage off on it. Or he can just go for an Icicle Crash and kill us anyways. So should I save this though? Because his Cyclizar could be a little bit of an issue. I could go into Forretress. I'm just going to stay in and go Dragon Darts here. Let's get some damage off on this thing. Get a Shard. That is a Choice Band, I believe. Oh, it's a Life Orb. Not quite enough to kill there. Oh, we die if we come in again on Spikes, but I think we can... Does he have a Ghost? Does not have his Ghost, so we could come in here and spin. And that way we can bring in our Morpheus one more time. I think he probably has to go Shard here, unless he just wants to make the big predict. It does go Shard. He kills himself. Oh, actually, I would have wished he would have stayed alive so we could have spun more easily. Okay, let's see what he does here. Didn't think that one through. Primarina probably can come in and kill us. Probably has Temper Flare on this or Overheat. Just his Temper Flare will survive. He probably has Overheat though, which will kill us. So I could go into Help I'm Stuck, I guess. Or I could just sack like Mandibuzz. Try and bring this thing in later. So if I sack Mandibuzz, who do I bring in? Cyclizar is actually going to be a bit of an issue for me here. You know what, we're going to stay in and go for the spin. Let's see what he does. Ooh, does he miss the Overheat? Okay, that's huge. Sorry about the miss there. It does benefit me quite a bit, so... Great for me there, because getting rid of those hazards is really nice. Allows me to bring in Dragapult, which otherwise I can't. I think we now sack Mandibuzz. Let's go ahead and sack Mandibuzz now. It's Overheat this time. Yeah, no, missing that first one, because he would have been the fastest thing most likely, unless he's not able to outspeed our Moth for whatever reason. So that would have been, that's really big. We're going to bring in Morpheus here, and I think that the Dragon Darts are just kind of free to click now. Yeah, I mean, he can go into something else, but just go for the darts. Might go into Quillfish. Okay, we 2KO this thing with the Dragon Darts. Let's see. I think we can. Okay, so we're just going to click it again. Okay, I don't think we can kill Urshifu. We definitely can't kill Urshifu, so it might be in our best interest to switch out versus Urshifu. We could go into, I think, Golden Boy is who we want to use into Urshifu here. Or I could also just sack Big Bear, because Big Bear's actually useless for us at this point, I think. Now let's go Golden Boy here. allow us to gauge more information about whether he's choice item. I'm kind of thinking he's choice banned based off of how much that's doing. I think we just go for a volt switch here. Dang, that's doing a lot. I think I go Iron Moth here, so that we can get this thing chipped into range. Or we could also, actually we could go with Help I'm Stuck and just go for a volt switch. Let's do that. We just go volt switch. Okay, go surging. And we should be able to come in and do a Dragon Darts here, I think, unless I'm miscalculating and he has Aqua Jet. I do think he's choice, though. So let's go Dragon Darts and hope I have not been miscalculating. He withdraws. Okay, so I think he's choice banned, and he's going to come in, and he might be able to blast through. How much health do we have left on Rotom is the question. Because we are in Aqua Jet range here. Let's see. Should be able to live in Aqua Jet on Rotom, though. So we're going to go for the Dragon Darts here. He does go Aqua Jet, okay. Hold on, sweetie. Look, watch this. We live. This should be good games. None of it would have been possible without the overheatedness, so I apologize about that. It really helped me out. We are 5-2. I think we are locked for playoffs now, and we'll see you guys next week.